So yo people, this video was supposed to be uploaded yesterday but had some technical difficulties with my internet people, but check it out right now. Alright people, welcome back to Yard and Abroad TV. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, like, comment, share and subscribe. As I said, if you're not familiar with this channel, we talk about issues in Jamaica, the Caribbean and the whole world, people. One of Jamaica's most reputed gangsters, Kevin Tyndale, otherwise known as Richie Poo, was shot in St. Andrew. One of the country's most reputed gangsters, Kevin Tyndale, otherwise known as Richie Poo, is in a hospital theater in St. Andrew this afternoon in serious condition. He was shot a short while ago by gunmen on Old Hope Road. Police are on the scene. So yeah, people, Richie Poo, Kevin Tyndale was shot and nobody knows his condition at the moment, people, but he's in the hospital. But many might ask, who is Richie Poo? Who is Kevin Tyndale? What I'm going to do, people, I'm going to read you an article from the Jamaica Observer from 2005, people. Yeah, that's what me gone. Yeah, man, people, you don't know, so me have to dig deep and find them article here from 2005, people, about Kevin Tyndale, a.k.a. Richie Poo. So it goes on to say, Kevin Tyndale, the Gideon Warriors gangster, who the police dramatically captured in a rural St. James village in February, was yesterday sentenced to a total of 90 years on gun-related wounding and robbery charges, people. Remember, this is from 2005. But because the sentence on the 3 counts for which he was convicted are to run concurrently, Tyndale, also known as Richie Poo, will serve only 30 years unless he gets time off at parole. However, yesterday's jail sentence by the gun court in Kingston was not the end of the court case for Tyndale. He is to be back in court today, which was in 2005, to answer to charges that he shot a policeman in January of that year and is expected to return, or was to return, September 26, when he will be tried for the August 2003 murder of Jervis Labdon in Mudtown, St. Andrew, said by the police to be known stomping ground of the Gideon Warriors gang. Police also say that Tyndale is a suspect in several other major crimes, including murder and robbery. The one for which he was convicted yesterday involved the 2003 shooting and robbery of an Augustown, St. Andrew businessman. The man was shot 6 times and his jewelry and licensed firearm taken. Tyndale was charged with illegal possession of a firearm, wounding with intent and robbery with aggravation. According to the police, and the evidence led in the closed court proceedings as the businessman lay wounded, Tyndale stood over him and shot him at point-blank range in the head. The businessman survived and was able to identify Tyndale as one of his attackers. The man still has a bullet lodged in his head. Tyndale denied the allegation and told the court that he was at home at the time of the shooting. The Gideon Warriors, said to have been based in the low hills of St. Andrew, was allegedly led by Joel Andem, who the police had on their most wanted list, until he was captured in the hills of St. Anne in May 2004. The Gideon Warriors gained national notoriety in 2002 when the police found a videotape in one of the gang's camp showing gun-toting gang members and hangers on frolicking, hosting a Christmas treat for children and threatening to kill police officers. The video was aired on television. Tyndale was claimed by the police to have been second in command of the Gideon Warriors until Andem's capture. According to police claims at the time, Tyndale wet his pants, sniffled and begged not to be killed at the time of his capture. So all them money where always are going like them a gangster, them a coward, you know, people. So yeah, man, that was just like a backstory of him court case and how much years him get for staying at jail, people. But in 2018, he was released. Yeah, man, them released him in a 2018, people. And this one is coming from the Jamaica Gleaner, where it says there are indications that the release of a reputed gangster who was sentenced to a total of 90 years in prison has triggered a directive from the National Security Council for a comprehensive review of the parole process. The Office of the Prime Minister confirmed yesterday that the NSC, during the last meeting, directed the Minister of National Security to carry out the review for the security forces, raised concerns about parole being granted to offenders whose release has been assessed as being contrary to the public interest, given the magnitude of their criminal activities. According to law enforcement sources, the concern raised by the security forces followed the release of Richie Poo, whose real name is given Kevin Tyndale, believed to be a former member of the Gideon Warriors gang based in Augustown, St. Andrew. He was released with no conditions attached, said one source. The Department of Correctional Service confirmed yesterday that Tyndale was released on parole but disputed the assertion that it was without condition. In September 2005, Tyndale was sentenced to 3 terms of 30 years in prison, each at hard labor, after he was convicted of illegal possession of firearm, robbery with aggravation, and wounding with intent. So, people, after what you heard me reading at the first article, people, him shot the businessman, almost killed the businessman, and yet he was given a sentence of 90 years. And them release the man so early. For him come torment people again. People like them there, not forget release out of jail, them for stay which part them there. And that's where them belong, me I tell the people. It's another opportunity you are giving him to go out there. Cause most people, them don't learn from their mistake. Them will leave, them go to jail, come back and pick up the same thing. And look at it now. Gunmen shot him. You live by the gun, you got die by the gun. Now he's in a Kingston hospital. The doctors them probably up there at take break cause I know a lot of people I say yo make him go on. You think the doctors them in the hospital I take a hour coffee break, people? Cause this man has tormented a lot of Jamaicans. So as me say, you live by the gun, you die by the gun, people. And people, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. Drop some comments and let me know when you think about this one, people, because it just happened earlier on today. Just happened today, people. Let me know in the comment section, alright? Much love.